200 years ago, Southport was a little fishing village nestling among the sandhills on the southwest Lancashire coast. Southport as we know it today dates only from 1792, when the first small hotel known as the Duke's Folly was built. Today, the fishermen's carts still follow the tides, searching for the tasty shrimps, but Southport has grown into a beautiful town and holiday resort of nearly 90,000 people. The Shrimpers' Beach has turned into a playground for the thousands. 6 miles of golden shore, fringed with sand dunes, invite both young and old to paddle, play, or to laze in the sun. Convenient rail and coach services provide easy access to the town, whether for the annual holiday or a day's outing on the beach. The sands are so firm that special open buses run along the water's edge between Southport and the southern end of the seafront, Ainsdale. Parts of the beach are kept free of all traffic for the enjoyment of children. There they can have the time of their lives with pony and donkey rides. Near the pier is the unique Peter Pan's playground, a place designed for children only with exciting roundabouts and aeroplanes. Here is a resort which has laid itself out to appeal to the children, whilst retaining everything for the pleasure of parents. This amusement represents the Dutch township of Gorrincham, and the children ride in gaily coloured tugboats, whilst the paddle steamer Calamity Jane brings a Mississippi atmosphere. The canoes and motorboats are always firm favourites, but the simple pleasures are still the most enjoyable. The sea-bathing lake is one of Southport's proudest possessions. The ankle-deep water along each side deepens very gradually towards the centre, making bathing absolutely safe and delightful for the whole family. Accommodation is provided for 3,000 bathers and tiered seating for an equal number of spectators. A popular cafe provides light refreshment. The bathing lake forms an ideal setting for the nationwide Southport's English Rose Beauty Contest, with prize money totalling £1,000. This is a beauty competition with a difference. The contestants parading in afternoon dresses and then in sportswear or swimsuits. They make a complete circuit of the lake, whilst points are awarded for beauty, poise, and charm. Heats are held here from the middle of June and are judged by famous stage, TV, and radio stars. The pier is one of the longest in England, and a streamlined miniature railway provides a comfortable means of reaching the pier head. The more energetic can enjoy a walk of nearly a mile. At the pier head there are many amusements, including frequent performances at the open-air marionette theatre. For those who prefer spending their hours leisurely, the spacious sun deck is an ideal spot. For refreshment, there is a cafe and the popular ship's cabin bar. Another miniature railway has scale model steam and diesel locomotives. From the train we see varied views of the marine lake as we travel from Peter Pan's pool to Pleasureland and Farrah's Southport Zoo. This ever-popular attraction includes a well-stocked aquarium, monkey and reptile houses, orangutans and many other animals, some of which are well known for their frequent television appearances. Nearby, in Pleasureland, all the fun of the fair can be enjoyed. Shooting and skittle alleys, rides both sedate and hair-raising. One of Southport's latest attractions is the Land of the Little People at the southern end of the promenade. Old world villages and modern towns are depicted. The train takes us out into the country with a gypsy encampment and rock climbers. Pleasureland is really up to date with its own airfield. And one of the finest ways of seeing Southport is from the air. Near Pleasureland, a stretch of sand is used as an airfield for delightful pleasure flights. The marine lake is bordered with winding paths and quiet arbors of flowering shrubs. There is a 2-mile cruise around the lake by motor launch, whilst canoes, skiffs and small motorboats can be hired. At the north end of the lake, yachts can be safely sailed. For the youngsters, there is a model yacht pond close enough to the shore for sea breezes to fill the tiny sails of their boats. Nearby is an 18-hole miniature golf course with its natural hazards, and the town stands supreme as one of the finest golfing centres in the country. There are no less than 5 first-class 18-hole courses and a 9-hole course. The 4 principal ones attract well-known professional and amateur events. An annual feature organized by the Southport Corporation is the Golf Holiday Week, with special prizes for visitors, providing a golfing holiday on some of the best courses in the country at reasonable fees. A cricket week has become established as a major sporting attraction, and 1959 will bring county cricket to the resort for the first time. The very spaciousness of the resort lends itself admirably to the layout of excellent tennis courts, putting and bowling greens. In the marine parks and on the beautiful promenade, the art of the gardeners has full sway. And through the seasons, the beds and borders blossom forth in glorious profusion. The music of the popular Edwin Harper Orchestra can be heard in the Floral Hall Gardens. This is the venue of many events, including fashion displays and the delightful Southport's Rosebud competition, a weekly attraction held during the school holidays. Only little girls aged 4 to 6 years may compete. art is found throughout the town, and here in Hesketh Park there are many fine gardens. Unusual features are the floral clock, carpet gardens, the garden for the blind. This garden is planted with scented shrubs and flowers, their nameplates lettered in braille. In Victoria Park is staged the world's largest summer flower show. The rock gardens attract envious attention, and it is hard to realize that they have been erected especially for the show. The flower show has been staged here since 1924, and during the 3 days attracts well over 100,000 visitors. This layout shows what can be done with a small suburban garden by skilled professional design. The enormous Great Marquee, nearly 100 yards square, holds magnificent exhibits of fruit, flowers and vegetables staged by the country's leading nurserymen. Roses, dahlias, carnations, orchids, all add to this riot of colour. Here also can be seen the latest and best in horticultural sundries. Pony and horse jumping events occupy the arena for over 12 hours each day. A permanent floral display is the half-mile herbaceous border on Rotten Row. Lord Street owes its spaciousness to the planners of over a century ago. On one side of this magnificent mile-long thoroughfare are high-class shops set back behind a 40-foot pavement. Most of the shops in this lovely street have wide overhanging verandas, making shopping pleasant at all times. The shops themselves are well stocked, and courtesy and quality go hand in hand. Here is a shopping centre of which the ladies will never tire. In Lord Street, in front of the civic buildings, is an attractive open-air cafe, an ideal rendezvous for refreshments at all times of the day, whilst in the background can be heard the music of the municipal gardens. Here is truly a continental atmosphere. An open-air art exhibition is an added attraction. As it becomes dusk, we eventually make our way to one of the 6 town centre cinemas, to the theatres with their choice of plays or summer shows, or to the dance halls with their old-time and modern dancing. A variety of charming cafes and restaurants provide refreshment at all times and for all tastes. At the municipal gardens, there are concerts with novel features and old-time dancing, whilst myriads of fairy lights twinkle in Lord Street and other parts of the town. So remember Southport for your holidays, the town that is gay, carefree and continental.